Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make a pastel spider. Fold the shirt in half using the sleeve inside the sleeve technique, and then using this modified fork, I'm going to use it to spiral my shirt. And depending upon which direction you spiral the shirt, that's what creates whether the spider goes up the shirt or down the shirt. Keep spiraling the shirt around, creating as many pleats as you can, and secure it with rubber bands. That's a pretty good looking spiral. The center of it is what creates the spider. So now it's time to add the dye, and I'm just going to use the rubber bands to sort of be my guide. We're going to do the 6 colors of the rainbow in the 6 different pieces of the pie. There are a couple low spots in the pleats where the dye is pooling up. I'm using my fingers to try to help the dye go down into the pleats, but what ended up happening is it sent it over into the yellow, the orange, and the hot pink, and you want to try to avoid that if you can. So flip it over and do the same thing on the back side. So wherever I put the pink, I'm going to put pink, the yellow, green on top of green, and so on. So I'm saturating a lot heavier on this back side. The front side wasn't receiving the dye very well because it was so dry. Now that the shirt is damp, it's absorbing that dye much better. So give it a little squish, work all that dye into the fibers, and then give it a peek, make sure that you've got saturation down through the folds. Put it in a container and let it rest for about an hour, and then come back, add your Raven Black all over one side. When working with the Raven Black, work quickly because you don't want to oversaturate. When you're done adding the Raven Black, flip it back over and put it face down in your container and let it batch for 24 hours to 48 hours. So this shirt actually ended up batching for about 3 days. I was away for the weekend, and that's okay. It's my understanding that after a certain amount of time, the dye reaction stops on its own. As always, we start by rinsing in cold water. That stops any soda ash that may be left in the shirt. In this particular case, I doubt there's much soda ash reaction going on anymore, but I'm going to do it anyways. And then I gradually increase the water up to hot as I continue to rinse. And then from here, it's going to go into the washing machine in a hot water cycle. I do another hot water cycle using a textile detergent, Synthropol. And then I do a third hot water cycle using Milsoft to bring softness back to the fabric. Then it goes in the dryer and we'll see our final results. So here it is. Here's our shirt after it's been washed and dried, and I think it turned out really cool. We got good symmetry. I see the spider. I do like the pastel colors. The fact that it sat for 3 days might make it a little dark and muddy, but overall, I think it looks really nice. So what do you guys think? Go ahead and leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and click the bell for future notifications. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing.